Boston. Tonight we're coming to you this evening from Rio de Janeiro, which is a huge and beautiful and very complex city on the South American coast. We're going to be here all week. We're filming a documentary for our Tucker Carlson original series on the rise of Chinese power and influence in Brazil. Brazil is the largest economy in Latin America by far. It's one of the biggest in the world, and it is the most important ally of the United States in the Western Hemisphere. Brazil is a big deal. And yet the Biden administration seems determined to hand Brazil over to the sphere of influence of the Chinese Communist Party. Why is that exactly? We hope to find out. We'll also be sitting down for a rare interview with the president of Brazil, Jair Bolsonaro, soon. We'll bring that to you when we do. But first, I would like to begin with the loud and at times violent response to the end of Roe v. Wade. That came down to the Supreme Court on Friday, as you know. If you've been following this, you may have noticed a profound change in the way the Democratic Party talks about the issue of abortion. Gone is the empathy or the room for compromise. So from the very beginning of this debate 50 years ago, even the staunchest pro-lifer acknowledged the anguish of young women who are pregnant and don't want to be, who are alone and feel trapped by the child growing inside them. And that is the reason that pro-life institutions have built crisis pregnancy centers. And to be fair, for generations, even the most committed pro-choicers acknowledge the inherent sadness of abortion, which at the very least is the end of a potential life. Quote, "I do not view abortion as a choice," said Joe Biden as recently as 2006. "I think it's always a tragedy." And of course, it always is a tragedy, even if you believe it should be legal. And Democrats once said this out loud, forthrightly. In fact, in 1997, as White House counsel, now Supreme Court Justice Elena Kagan urged her boss, Bill Clinton, to sign a ban on partial birth abortions. Elena Kagan has always been pro-choice, but ending the life of a child the week before birth was too much even for her. And of course, for his part, Bill Clinton never spoke about abortion as anything but as a last resort. He famously described it as something that should be, quote, safe, legal, and rare.
Our vision should be of an America where abortion is safe and legal, but rare.
You don't hear that on the left anymore, ever. In fact, many on the left now behave as if abortion is itself a positive good, excited by the fact that a child who would have been born wasn't. Think about that for a moment. Celebrating the failure of a child to come into the world.